Hi guys, welcome back to my Python tutorial, and today I'm going to discuss about the dictionary. In the previous module we talked about the string, then the list, then the tuple, and this all with the standard data type of Python. Dictionary obvious is one of the again standard sequential data type collections of data that you can store. That is what dictionary is. So dictionary is one of the it's one of the standard data type that we use to store the value in the form of key and value pairs. Mind it, in dictionary we can store always an element in the form of key value pairs. Suppose, just take an example. We want to store all the staff's members of SKPPS in a single variable. Think about it, there is a 70 staffs and different again, like all staffs having one or other subject again attached with him or her. Now suppose Mr. A is teaching the math, Mr. B is teaching the science, and Mr. C is teaching the English. Now in these circumstances, we have need to store an element in a variable where there are two things required: the name of the teacher and the subject he or she taught. So this is where the dictionary is required. So dictionary is one of the fundamental, one of the standard data type we have in Python, which always store the data in the form of key value pairs. I hope this definition of the dictionary must be very clear to you all. Let's see how to declare the dictionary. That will give you more again ideas about the same. So dictionary always again start like D1 equal to, and first and foremost the curly braces we use. Mind it, this curly braces is the bracket that we use to create a dictionary. In the case of list you have seen mid bracket, in the case of tuple you have seen it's a parenthesis, and in the string again we use the parenthesis only. But this two symbol, the mid bracket that we use for the list and the parenthesis or half bracket we use for the tuple. Now the third kind of bracket we are using, that's called curly braces, and first and foremost to declare or create a dictionary we have to use this curly braces. Now inside it of course we'll keep the value that we want to keep. Let's have an example. Suppose Mr. A is there as in faculty. So Mr. A is a text, and then Mr. A used to teach math. So math is the subject. So how dictionary element is stored, as you can see, this is a key and this is a value, and likewise separated by comma. Another key, Mr. B. This AB is just again represented for the faculty. You can write your complete name, Mr. John, Mr. Mehta, Mr. Mohan, and likewise. So A faculty is teaching the math. So what you have to do, you have to write the key. If the key is a character type, then we have to put in the single quotes separated by colon, and then the subject. Subject again you have to keep in the quotes because it's a math, it's a string. So this is how it is. But mind it, dictionary key will be never a mutable data type. Is it clear? Dictionary key should be always immutable data type. So here I am mentioning A, it may be a number, it may be a string, it may be a tuple, but not a list, because list is a mutable. So A, then colon, and then colon, then value, comma, then another key, and then colon, and suppose science. So science I am mentioning again in the single quotes, then again colon, then suppose C again as a key, and then suppose he or she used to teach SS, social science, and likewise, and you can close. This is how a dictionary is used to create in Python. What you're seeing here, the curly braces, that is a unique. So always dictionary should start with the curly braces followed by the key and value pairs. As I mentioned, the first element that you are mentioning separated by colon, and then the value, that's what it's called key value pairs, and then again the key value, again the key value, and likewise you will keep on again storing the element of a dictionary. So dictionary element is always in the form of key and value pairs. That is important here. Dictionary always should be again covered in the two curly braces, not the other bracket. So what is dictionary now? Is one of the data type that always stored the element of it in the form of key and value pairs separated by comma, and where the key should be always a immutable data type. This is the introduction part of a dictionary, and how to create a dictionary that you also have seen. If someone is saying, suppose D1 equal to curly braces on and curly braces off, it's an empty dictionary you are creating. It's fine. Of course, you are going to create a variable D1 as a dictionary type. Sorry. Sorry, welcome back. There was some disturbance or lights problem. And now, as you have seen how to create a dictionary, an empty dictionary can be created simply again D1 equal to open close braces. This is empty dictionary. Another method is we have again same like a list was a constructor and tuple was also constructor. You can say D1 equal to DICT. And DICT is a function or constructor which creates an empty list. Here again you are creating an empty list. Mind it. So this is how a dictionary is created. Now, if you want to initialize the element of it, you can also initialize, and if you want again just to create a dictionary, then you can blank dictionary or empty dictionary, then D1 equal to DICT. And inside the bracket you have to pass the element like a key pairs. So if a dictionary is supposed to be created, suppose D2 equal to DICT, and then since it's a method, and inside this method you have to again declare the key like A for apple, and apple is also the string, then comma, then B for ball, you can say colon and then ball, and you can say again comma and C for suppose cat. And likewise you can create any number of element you want. And this is how to create a dictionary. So empty dictionary, keep one thing in mind, the curly braces you have to remember always to create a dictionary. And once you are saying D1 equal to DICT, it will create a dictionary, and if you'll see the element will be again referred, and if someone will see the print D1, D2, so it will give you the output like again same A for apple, comma, B for banana, and likewise, since it's a dictionary. So this will be the output if you'll see. Now, to refer a particular element of a dictionary, how to access a particular element, that is a question mark. Now, if dictionary is suppose D that I've created, A for math and B for science, and if I want to refer a particular element, mind it, there is no index. Like a list and tuple having an index position of the element, in the dictionary there is no again index. Forget about that. So dictionary hasn't got any concept of index number. A dictionary always will show you the things or element in any order. It's an unordered sequential data type in Python which allows to store the element in the form of key value pairs. So we haven't any option like 1, 2, 3, 4. Directly you have to use the key and it will give you the value. So how to access a particular element of a dictionary? Let's see. If I want to access D as a dictionary and then a particular element as a key, what you have? So you can say D of A. D of A, in the mid bracket you have to pass the key, and you will get the output maths or math. So this is how you can access a particular element. You can say again B as an key and it will give you the science. I hope this must be very clear. And dictionary element can be of any kind. It may be, but mind it, only the key should be the immutable, but otherwise it may accept the list, it may accept the tuple, it may accept a string, it may accept any number, and anything can be stored in the dictionary. So roll number and the name of the child, if you want to store of an entire class, a dictionary is very helpful. And the teachers and the subject he or she taught, that again dictionary is very helpful. Suppose a population of a particular states and the population, so you can key have you can declare the states as a key and the population of that state again in the form of value. And this is what the dictionary again application in the real life, and plenty of situations we have need to store the different sorts of data. And it may be also a situation when a key having more than one again values, mind it, That is a nested dictionary. We'll talk later. But a key have a more than one value, like A, and then you want to under the A, suppose A is 25, or class suppose this, and marks this. This way also you can create a dictionary, but that is a nested part, and we'll see that. So what is dictionary? It's a one of the unordered, sequential, unordered, or simply a data type that allows to store the value in the form of key value pairs. Always the key and then colon, then the value separated by comma. If key is a text, then you have to put in the quotes. It may be 1 and suppose Ram. In this case, 1 is not required to be again put in the quotes, and Ram is supposed to be there in this. And suppose 2 and then again colon, you want to say Syam. So this is how we can create the different again element of dictionary. Here 1 is a key, 2 is a key, and this is a value. Is it fine? So this is how and what dictionary is, how to create a dictionary as an empty, as a constructor DICT method, and how to initialize the element of the dictionary, and how to refer a particular element of a dictionary. Any query? I don't think so. Okay. Now there are different again ways to access the keys and value of the dictionary. Now 2 methods we have in dictionary that will help you definitely to all the keys. If you want to see maybe a situation, you want to see the all keys of a dictionary, so you have a simply your dictionary name dot key, d dot keys, and this method will give you all the keys together, A, B, C. You will get this all as an answer, so it will show you A, B, C, only the keys, mind it. And if you'll say d dot values, it will give you all values. Now d dot values method will give you all values. So in this case, you will get the values like math, then again comma science, and then again in the quotes you have a SS. And likewise you can access the all keys and all values of it. And to access it, just use the dictionary name, and in the mid bracket you mention the keys, it will give you the value. This is how to access the element of a dictionary. Is it right? Okay, the accessing element of the dictionary is very fine. Now, traversing a dictionary. How to traverse the element of a dictionary. Now, traversing the element of a dictionary is also very easy. Just see. Of course, you have to use a loop, and that loop you had already used in the case of list and tuple. Now, how to use the for loop to traverse the element of a dictionary? Let's see. If D is a dictionary here, and I want to access the each element, then I'll simply use for key in and dictionary name D. Once I said for key in D, it means every again key will come to the every element of a dictionary will come to the key, and you have to access the key. It means you have to say print and then dictionary name, and in the mid bracket you have to pass the key. Mind it, D is a dictionary and the key is a variable here I have taken, and D is my dictionary name. So each element is coming to the key, and one by one we want to access it. So D key will give you the first element like a maths and science and SS. All element you will get as an answer. This is how you can traverse the all element of a dictionary. For loop, then the variable name in and dictionary name, and then you are using the print command, dictionary name, in the mid bracket you have to pass the key, and it will give you the elements of the dictionary. That is how to traverse an element of a dictionary. Accessing keys or values simultaneously, I mentioned keys or values method. Now come to the characteristics of a dictionary. Now of course dictionary is a different kind of data type in Python, and one is it's an unordered set of value. Mind it, there is no ordered followed in the dictionary. The dictionary is called unordered. Dictionary haven't a sequence. Each and every moment, if you'll see the print and dictionary name, it will give you the different order of the element of the same dictionary. Sometimes it will start with a B science and CSS and A math. Again, if you'll give the print D, it will give you A math and the CSS, and there is no ordered. So not in ordered and not in sequence. That is what dictionary is. Third is index by keys, not number. In list and tuple, we have seen the every element having an index, that is a unique again number starting with a 0. Here there is no again index, it's only the key, and key in the dictionary considered as an index. Mind it, and that key should be always a immutable data type. This is what the again characteristic of dictionary. It's a unordered, it's a not in again sequence, and it's always again key considered as an index. There is no index again like in the dictionary, like tuple and list. Now dictionary are mutable, that you have to keep in mind. Dictionary are very mutable, but the key of dictionary should be immutable. Wonderful. Dictionary, what I said, dictionary is a mutable. It means someone will ask you, dictionary is mutable or immutable. Of course, your answer is mutable. But I am again mentioning dictionary key is immutable. You cannot use any data type as a key in a dictionary which are mutable. It means keys should be always immutable. Now, dictionary, why dictionary is called mutable? It's very easy to understand. If a value I want to change, I can easily change it. I'll simply say dictionary A, D of A, and then the value. Suppose instead of math, you can say political science. So this is Pol Science. Now, since I am able to change the value of a key by mentioning the key in the mid bracket, that's why it's called a mutable data type. So dictionary is very mutable, but the key of the dictionary should be the immutable data type. So dictionary are immutable. Now, internally stored as a mapping. Dictionary internally stored as a mapping because each key always have a mapping with a value. That's why you can say dictionary always search for a particular key once you mention a key, and it search for the keys not in order. Anywhere if that key is there, it will give you the value. That's why it's internally mapped the each value, and each key is mapped to the value. Now, working with the dictionary, multiple ways of creating a dictionary. I already mentioned you can create a dictionary, simply dictionary name equal to, suppose D5 equal to, under the curly braces you can mention the key and you can have any sets of value. Again the key, comma, again the key, and again colon, then value. This is one way you can create a dictionary. This is simply creating a dictionary and initializing the member of it, initializing the element of it. Another way, D5 equal to DICT as a constructor, and you can use or you can initialize it also. So within bracket you can pass the key and value. That's a second method to create a dictionary. Or simply once you are saying D5 equal to open close bracket, it's an empty dictionary. Here also you are creating the empty dictionary, and once you are passing the value within the bracket, then you are of course initializing the dictionary. And in that case only you have to keep one thing in mind: key, the colon, value, key, colon, value separated by comma. Now in this case there are two ways in the case of dictionary. One is in this bracket, if you want to initialize the dictionary with the help of the constructor, then one way is, suppose name is my key and equal to, name, then colon, then the value, suppose Abdul. And then again you can say comma and suppose age, then age is 25. Then again comma, suppose class, so class is 11th. Now this is 11th, and likewise you can. One way is just use the dictionary method and close it, the braces that you have started here, just you close. Another way is you can say same D5 equal to DICT, and inside the bracket in the curly braces you can create the element, or you can store the element and close the bracket. Both way you can initialize the element of a dictionary by using the constructor DICT, or you can directly initialize, or you can simply say D5 equal to open and close curly braces, empty again dictionary you are creating. So this is how dictionary can be created in Python by different ways. Adding element to a dictionary, it's very easy. Once I have a dictionary and you want to just add an element, so how to add it? Simple way is you can use the dictionary name and in the bracket you can mention the new key. For example, if there is a B, C, 3 key and I want to mention the D as a key, so I can mention like this and then you can have a value. So D is suppose computer science, CS. And likewise you can say D5 and then E as a key and equal to any again subject that you want, suppose Hindi. So how to add an element in a dictionary? Simply use the dictionary name in the mid bracket, pass the key and the value, depend on what kind of keys it is. If it is a character type, you have to put in the quotes and then the value what you want to pass. And this way you can keep on adding the element in a dictionary. How to add a new element in a dictionary? Now, nesting dictionary, how to nested it? This is a question. Now, this again is very easy to nested it. You have to pass a dictionary in the dictionary. Suppose D6 is my dictionary equal to curly braces, as since it's a dictionary, and then of course suppose A is a key and then you want to put the value, and in the value you can again have a sub value in the form of dictionary. Now suppose here I want to mention class colon 10 comma then age colon 30. Now A is a key and must having a value. Now value itself is a dictionary, and then again if it is over then again you can say comma and then you can use another again key, that is B. And suppose again B again having the same nested kind of things, so you can say curly braces and you can use the element here and again you can say comma and then C. This way you can create a dictionary as a nested one. I hope you must be getting. Here D6 is a dictionary having the one key A must having a value, but instead of value I'm passing a dictionary as an again value. So A class is 10th and A age is 30. So since the value itself is in the form of a dictionary, that's why D6 is a nested dictionary. I hope this must be very clear. D6 is a dictionary, just have a curly braces and close the curly braces. Inside it generally we have a key and value. Here I am mentioning a key separated by colon and then I started a dictionary or my value itself in the form of dictionary. So same pattern how you create a dictionary you are following here. Then again comma and then go for the another again key and then the value, and likewise this is how a nested dictionary can be created. I hope that must be very clear how to create a nested dictionary. Is it okay? Now next again topic is, if you want to update a value, same value can be updated if you want, and if you want to add, as I already mentioned, to add a value in a dictionary you have to mention the dictionary name and the key. That key should be the new minded. If you will mention the old one, it will overwrite or it will modify. So if you want to modify the any value of any key, then dictionary name in the mid bracket you have to pass the key and the new value. If it is the same key, it's going to modify the value. If it's a different key, then it's going to add a value. This is how to modify a particular again element of a dictionary. Is it okay? Now to delete a dictionary element, simply to delete a particular element of a dictionary, you can use the del method. So del is a method, del. Del is a method which used to delete a particular element. Now to delete you have to use the del and then dictionary name, suppose D1, and in mid bracket you have to pass the key that you want to delete. So this way you can delete a particular element from the dictionary. Is it fine? So today we discuss about the Introduction part of dictionary. Dictionary is one of the fundamental data type we have in Python, which having the always element in the form of key and value pairs separated by comma. Dictionary is unordered. Dictionary is not in sequence. Only the dictionary is a collection